to get going. Gotta catch those runners taking off like a Boeing. If the volume spikes, then it's time to trade. Mighty 90 setting up, it's time to get paid. Navigation trading on the mic, time to get focused. We don't need any indicator, hocus pocus. It's all about the price, just watch it move. Manage your risks so you don't lose. First hour of trading is all we need. Focus on the patience and forget about greed.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome to today's day trading live stream. Today is Monday, August 24th. Hope everybody had a good weekend. We've got the S&P futures down 14, NASDAQ down 182, Russell's down 5, and the Dow is down 63. NASDAQ slightly the weakest, down a little over 0.5%. Gold's up a little over 1, silver's flat, notes and bonds are a little bit green, 10-year yield down about 0.25%. Oil is down 1.5%, natural gas up 1.5%. Soybeans a little bit red, wheat and corn are green, euro and the pound are flat, and Bitcoin up another 2.5%, back over 79,000. Bitcoin on a little run here. We've got the VIX up 4.76%, currently at 15.85. With 2 minutes to the opening bell, looks like a pretty small expected move in SPX for the day, 28 points. I'm going to plan to put on a 3-4 double calendar near the open, as well as my 1 DTE Iron Condor. So I'm going to get my double calendar ready to go. Biggest individual stock movers, pre-market SNDK is down 6, SK Hynix down 4, MU's down 3, Nebius down 3, SpaceX down 2. Cryptos are up, MSTR up 2, Circle up 2, Coin up 1. Chips weak, cryptos strong. All right, there's the opening bell. Getting a little push lower out of the indices right out of the gate. Yeah, Nor, did that cover everything you wanted? I had literally just pushed that out a few hours before you posted. All right, trying to get filled on my 3-4 here. Number 210. Looks like it should be filling. All right, there we go. All right, 3-4 just posted. My 1 DTE should fire here shortly. NASDAQ bouncing off of pre-market lows. S&P below previous day low. Russell right at pre-market low. S&P heading down to pre-market low. Why did my 1 DTE not fire? All right, give me just a minute. Oh, conflicting strikes, it looks like. Okay. All right, I'm going to go to a different account here. Put side 8.5. Okay. One DTE is posted. All right, S&P trying to stay within pre-market range. Same with the NASDAQ. As far as Mag 7, Google and Amazon kind of showing relative strength. SpaceX as well. Tesla is weak, down 2.3% now. Nvidia is weak. All the chips are falling. S&DK is now down over 9%. PLTR is down 4%. Cryptos just kind of chopping around since the open. Russell acting the weakest now. It kind of paused at pre-market lows, but another leg down. I'm going to add some Google calls to my watch list. I would do the 0-day 347.5s. And then I'm going to add some SpaceX calls. I'll do the, they're going to be the 4 days. I would do the 140 calls in SpaceX. SpaceX trying to get back up and reclaim here. I'm gonna take SpaceX. Filled at 330. Google also pulling back down to previous day high now. I'll put my first profit target at 375 in SpaceX. Got a new high. Let's see if we can get some momentum through here. Yeah, it's in the Transformer channel. Elliot, what are you, new here? You don't know where I post my Transformers? Elliot's new here, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, in the Transformer trade channel. Come on, SpaceX. Let's give us a nice early Monday win. S&P holding up in the pre-market range. Nasdaq and S&P, Nasdaq and Russell are a little bit weaker below pre-market range. Meta and Softy all of a sudden catching a bid. Meta is above pre-market high now. Microsoft is above previous day high. Google, nice little reaction off previous day high so far. The chips are staying weak. Speaking of new, do we have any newbies here today? Feel free to introduce yourself. We'd love to hear what you got going, what your experience, what your focus is. Nora, you're like a grizzled vet. SpaceX just kind of chopping above previous day high here. Welcome, Vargas. So you're focused on day trading, looks like? Do you do just directional stuff or anything else?
Autofilled.
Google, nice bounce, back up, almost back up to highs. Anybody take Google off previous day high? That was the other one I put on my watch. Same time I took SpaceX. Landos and Goog, nice. S&P now dropping new lows. SpaceX just ticked a new high. Need a push higher to hit my profit target though. Microsoft and Meta, big rejections. Microsoft made a quick push up to previous day high, big rejection. Meta made that quick push up to pre-market high, big rejection, almost back down to lows. These chips are heavy this morning. Now SpaceX dipping a little bit. Tesla down almost 3. SNDK down 10.5. AMD down 3.5. MU down 6.5. SMH is down 3. All right, SpaceX needs to bounce here, or I'm going to cut it. See if it can pop back up here. Welcome, Shams. Relatively new, do a mix of strategies, mainly put selling. Also market neutral like ICs. Need help with the transformers. I use Tasty and IBKR. Need to understand how I can leave orders to convert to DCTM. Yes, sir. Yeah, we've got the transformers course, so make sure you check that out first. All right, SpaceX needs to get cut here. Give it just a second. Google, yeah, Google dipping now too. Amazon breaking down. S&P starting to bounce right off that level from last Thursday. Partly why I'm giving SpaceX another minute here, just to see if that was a quick flush, and then we're going to bounce here. Microsoft is all over the place. Welcome, Jay. Yeah, I would say the best place to get started on the transformer stuff, obviously, is start from the beginning of the transformer class. It kind of goes through in a progressive way, and then you'll see the flux tool, which makes the whole process of learning and understanding the transformer process much easier, much more efficient. All right, I've got my order ready to cut here. All right, I'm out. Out at 245. Google popping back up a little bit. Amazon, little pop back up. That's what I was looking for out of SpaceX. S&P back into pre-market range. Russell, little pre-market low retest, coming back down. Chips, just no bid. All down. Let's see what our cryptos doing. Cryptos are just kind of choppy to lower since the open. Big banks are strong. JP Morgan's up 1.5%. Bank of America up 1%. Goldman's basically break even.
Order
Nvidia getting
cancelled.
pummeled.
Order filled. Order filled.
Google and Amazon holding strength. Google back up to highs. SpaceX, good cut. It's still dropping. Russell, new lows. NASDAQ about to go through lows. Russell down to previous day low. Trump issuing new tariffs on vehicles in Canada, automotive parts, and steel. Well, unless you just got short chip stocks at the open. We've got Amazon, Google, and then the SpaceX setup I took, but S&P trying to stay back up into pre-market range. SpaceX, a little dip below pre-market lows. PLTR dipped below previous day low, bouncing. MSTR trying to get above previous day high. Crypto's being strong. Kind of like that one. I mean, it's still just kind of in its first, kind of in its just range, kind of choppy, but I'm going to hold off on anything in that, but it's got potential to break out with cryptos acting like they have. Bitcoin holding previous day high. Google trying to make another push up to high of day. SpaceX, pretty aggressive bounce after it flushed pre-market lows. Tesla finally starting to bounce. Ben Brown and some Google, nice. Microsoft trying to reclaim after a little bit of wild action. Amazon looks like it wants to go. Microsoft, big push through highs. Oh, push through highs, I should say, not a big push. Meta recovering. Watson, it's Monday. Are you trading today? Apple going through highs. And Netflix back above pre-market high. Google starting to move a little bit. S&P still bouncing. NASDAQ still a little bit weaker with the chips. Still at lows. Meta all of a sudden getting strong. So Google was the other one I put on my watch list at the same time I took SpaceX. Definitely the better horse. It did dip below previous day high a little bit, but held pretty well. Russell just hit a new low. S&P little dip, NASDAQ close to lows. Chips, all putting in new lows. It's hard to fight the chips when they're ready to move one direction or another. You gotta kind of be on their side. Although some of the Mag 7 are holding up pretty well. MSTR still holding. Hasn't really done much. Amazon coming back down. Moderna, what's it doing today? Anything? Down 8%. Microsoft retesting previous day high again. MSTR, new highs, going through pre-market
Order
high.
cancelled. Order filled. Order filled.
S&P just kind of chopping around pre-market low. NASDAQ still looking heavy. I usually do that later in the day, Nor, like either during power hour or sometimes I'll do it just before. Nice, Ben Brown. MSTR's taken off. Did you get into that right at previous day high? Should be paying well. Welcome, Asfar. Bank of America and JP Morgan still pushing. MSTR still pushing. Nice push. Mag 7 are just kind of choppy. Google's still holding up near highs. Tesla still weak, Nvidia weak, SpaceX weak. Netflix chopping around pre-market high. Microsoft rejecting again. All right, all. I'm going to wrap the stream. I don't see anything I want to get into at this point. I will watch the directionals here for a little longer, and if I see something, I will post in the directional trade channel. Otherwise, we will be back for Power Hour. Everybody have a good Monday. We'll talk to you soon. Cheers.